Hi, my name's Dean with Troy Life Fire and Safety. I'm going to start with just doing the generic buttons of the fire alarm system here. I'm going to go from kind of left to right. So we're going to start here with the fire alarm acknowledge. This button here is basically any alarm that comes on the panel is what you're going to acknowledge the alarm with. Priority to acknowledge, this is never used. It's an American thing. It's not used in Canada. Next button here is your supervisory acknowledge. So that's going to be all your sprinkler valves, generator troubles running. Also your sounder bases inside your units are going to cause supervisories, not alarms. Troubles are going to be like open circuits, ground faults, dirty detectors, and so forth. The next button here is alarm silence. This is to be used to silence the bells after approval from the fire department. And then last here is your system reset. So once you get the approval from the fire department, you can go ahead and system reset your panel. Sometimes troubles and supervisors won't clear on system resets. That's when you would call a company like ourselves to come out and do a service call for it. We're going to move down here. This is your mic for your speakers in your building. Basically, to automate your mic is down on the bottom here. You have your, once your mic is up and running, you press your all speakers talk. This is going to illuminate green, and then you're going to be able to key the mic and make your announcement. You also can isolate the floors and suites. As you can see, 4th floor common, 4th floor suites, 3rd floor common, so forth. Not really used during maintenance, more used during the annual inspection that we come in for. So basically what the maintenance guy or people on site would be using would be the all speakers talk. And that's just to communicate what's happening with the panel and if the fire department is giving the all clear. Okay, I'm going to go up here. So basically you have your few LEDs on the left hand side here. The top one is a ground fault LED. Any ground fault that appears on the panel is going to illuminate that LED. Also, you have a battery trouble, so if your batteries are needing to be replaced or a wire has been nicked, your battery fault is going to come up on here. These are your bypass buttons. So you have 5 bypass buttons: signal bypass, elevator bypass, fan shutdown, mag and door holder bypass, and then this is your auto evac cancel switch. And then I'll be going over this side here. These are basically all your zones in your building. So it basically starts from top of stair, and then it goes down up to the 4th floor, and then to 3, 2, and 1. When you have a smoke alarm in a residence unit, you're going to get a supervisor in the panel, so that's going to light up your amber light. If you had a smoke detector in the hallway or a pole station pulled in the hallway, you're going to be lighting up your red LED. Also, you have your generator stuff here on this side, which are all supervisories. So any supervisory is going to be lighting up your amber LED. Any sprinkler valves or sprinkler low pressures are going to be lighting up amber LEDs. But your sprinkler flows, so if a sprinkler head went off in a unit or wherever, there's going to be flow of water. It hits a flow switch, which then activates a red LED of that floor or whatever zone it's activating in. If you ever had any maintenance, welding, or HVAC work done in the building, what you could do is you could put your bypasses on. So I'm going to simulate how to do that. So we first start with pressing menu, and then as you can see, it says change access level. We're going to press enter. Our current access level right now is 1. What we want to do is go into level 3. So what we're going to want is press either log in or log out. You very rarely ever use log out because there is a timer on it timing out by itself. So what we're going to do is press 1 to log in. It's going to tell you to enter passcode. Your passcode is 333. As you see, it demonstrates in X's. You're going to press enter, and as it says, access granted. Now, as you can see, it says current access level is 3. So we're just going to clear exit back to the main screen where it says system normal. Then we can come over here and we can press our system bypasses. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one here is not to be used for bypassing. I'm going to demonstrate what that's for afterwards. So if we can, what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing, starting left to right, and we're going to simulate an alarm. Okay, as you can see, the panel is now an alarm, and it's telling you it's ground floor main entrance, and obviously the panel is beeping away. Okay, you're on zone 17, so what you can do is on your LCD screen here, you can relate to over here, which says zone 17, ground floor south. Okay, and they're both flashing at the same time. So, in a real alarm, the speakers would be sounding. So all you're allowed to do at this point, from the fire department's aspect, is press alarm acknowledge, which just stops your beeping, but it continues your speakers on. When the fire department arrives, that's when you can go ahead and silence your panel. Okay, so as we're simulating the supervisory trouble, we've done our alarm. What we're going to do is now we're going to skip over our pry 2, like we never use, and we're going to hop into the supervisory troubles. So again, as you can see, it's beeping as the same as the fire alarm did. Basically, it's beeping here, but it's also flashing over here as well. Zone 31, generator trouble. Okay, so we can come back here. We can acknowledge our supervisory trouble. And as doing that, we're going to read out generator trouble, supervisory monitor. Zone 31, it obviously correlates to zone 31 over here as well. Okay. Our system trouble, right now all we have is our bypasses, because as we make our bypasses, it causes us troubles on the system troubles. Okay. So as the fire department says, okay, you're good to go, you can go ahead and silence your panel. That's when we would press alarm silence. The LED is going to illuminate. And as you can probably kind of hear internally, is that the speakers have silenced. We can press exit, go back to the main screen. If you go back to our alarm cue, our pull station is in the normal state. If it wasn't in the normal state, it would say abnormal. So if it said abnormal or fire alarm state, you wouldn't be able to reset. But as it says normal, we're able to reset. But before we reset, the fire department has given approval on if there's a false alarm and you guys know it's a false alarm, what you're able to do is to auto evac the cancel switch. So basically cancel the second stage timer. And how you do that, you're not going to have these bypasses obviously on the panel when a real alarm occurs. So as you're going to do is you're going to be kind of the same step. You're going to go menu, again, change access level, enter, log in, 1. You're going to put your code in, 333, enter, access granted, current access level is 3, is what you want to make sure it's at. You're going to kick back to your main screen, and now you can go ahead and cancel your second stage timer. It's going to illuminate, it's going to cause you a trouble on the panel, auto evac cancel switch, trouble point. Okay, and that's basically, after 5 minutes, it goes into second stage. With you pressing that button, it's going to cancel that timer, and the fire department can show up and kind of do their thing. So after all that's done there, and the fire department has left site, we can go ahead and press System Reset. System Reset is in progress. It takes about 10-20 seconds. Okay, it's reset. You can hear that kind of things have stopped clicking. Right now all we have is beeping is our security keypad. I'll show you how to silence that in a second. So we can kick back to our main screen here. What we have is our generator still in trouble, obviously. We still have our bypasses on, and we still have our auto evac cancel switch on. So what we can do is now we can take our bypasses off. So I'm already logged into level 3 because I know by pressing menu and enter that I'm in level 3. It will time out, like I said before. So if it times out, when you look at this, it's going to say level 1. You're just going to have to repeat the same steps and log back into level 3. So because we're already in level 3, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our bypasses off. We're going to put our auto evac cancel switch back into the normal state, because if a new alarm occurred, we'd want that timer to start back up again. Okay, so all we're left over now with is our supervisory trouble. This keypad over here, is for your monitoring company. It's basically connected to the fire panel, and what we can do is we can silence it by pressing 1, 2, 3, 4. Stated right here.